You will see my lovely light. Whatsoever we beheld, and the twilight passing, whose lost eyes and bright eyes, through the world must fly, for the heavenly light, where surround and streaming, and the light
and will be taken up by the Colonials, sent off the back of the net, and picked up again, and sent all the way down for an icing.
One other note of RMU is on Thursday they got a key player back in their lineup, and now making his home debut against Justin Newton. Missed the first couple of games. Lost his sweater number since 21. He's now number 3, but last season, second in team goals with 10, second in team points with 21. Originally didn't have him on the roster to start. Now having him back is huge for Coach Riffner and his squad.
It is a huge one for sure. Offensive zone draw for the Colonials. Won by the Bearcats. Picked up behind the net by Rendelich. He'll bounce it off the boards, but straight to a Colonial stick who sends it right back in and picked up Rosado. Sending it out. Back in, picked up by Rendelich. He'll send it all the way around over to Holtzman. Holtzman turns over in the slot, but turned back over there by Motilli. Sent all the way down and picked up by the Colonials. Looking to stretch it. Here is Newton. Newton on the chase. Lays the body along the boards. And the Bearcats will send it all the way down. No icing. Picks it up. Takes the man down hard into the boards. He looks to be hurt. Play on. Waiting for the Bearcats to regain possession. He gets up, though, and it will be Bearcat puck behind the net.
That was Alex Schall there that went down. Under his own power, he's going to get to the bench so the play can continue on.
Porco now going to carry. And will be offsides just barely as we get our second whistle of this game.
Schall's been a key part of the St. Vincent offense to start 2 goals, one of them on the power play, 6 points so far for a player last year who contributed a lot in just one of his first seasons with the Bearcats, striking 11 times and having 26 points, 4 of them on the power play. The key thing to look forward to is to not take penalties against this team.
Colonials win the draw, push it forward, but turned over at the blue line and then sent back in by Long. And Matucci with it along the blue line. Gets it up to the Bearcats, and they will move it out. Colonials putting on a lot of pressure, forcing passes to go backwards instead of forwards. It's going to be sent around the boards. Sent forward by Long. Back to point shot there, deflected wide by Fulton. Battle along in the corner. Sent in front, poked away there by Fulton. Shot again. Just goes wide. Sent back behind the net. And Matucci to pick it up. He'll skate down towards the slot. Shot there goes wide. double team effort there, as down is Cody Barr, and he is not getting up, as that one was a dangerous hit.
You saw two Bearcats go in. One with the first collision turns Barr around, and then a shot towards the back of the numbers of the freshman as they're going to ask for assistance onto the ice. Cody Barr was a key factor for these Colonials in Michigan, only playing in that second game, but getting his first goal on his birthday, too. Younger brother of Nate Barr on the D4 team. The team has really rallied around Cody as one of their young stars. To see him go down in his home opener is a scary look here for Coach Riffner's crew.
1 goal, 2 points in that game. So he did exactly what he needed to do that game, unable to get the win, obviously. But it's scary to see him down like that.
As you see all 5 Colonials off the bench surrounding Barr.
Still on his knees, so definitely scary. Getting helped off the ice, so not what you want to see.
Yeah, they'll elect to just put him in the box where he can get checked out. There's not a lot of room on these benches here in the Olympic rink. So you got to make do with what they got here. And the penalty box is sadly where you just they get that private space here for Barr.
So we get ready to resume play here. Colonials down a man for right now. Sent in, shot there. Here comes LaQuatra trying to race after it, but it will be Bergman who wins to it and dumps it all the way down the ice. Jones will send it up to Bendekovic, sent over to LaQuatra, who cannot get it deep. The Bearcats back with it. Radilla, slap shot from the point glove, saved by Fulton, and a whistle.
A good whistle. Fulton hasn't been tested too much early, and the few games he had last year, he really shined in that spotlight. 4-1 at .280 goals against and a .948 save percentage. As also, Cody Barr did make his way back to the Colonial bench.
To the bench. Medic did not go to the bench. We'll have to see more there. As the puck was set behind the net. Picked up eventually here. Shirilli dancing with it. Sends it behind the net. Jones will be the first one to it. He'll flip it up to Bendekovic. Newton takes a fall. Jones fans on the shot there. Bad puck luck so far for the Colonials. That one's sent up. LaQuatra takes it, dances around one. To the slot. Shot there goes wide. That one by Vukman. As that one will be cleared by Holtzman before the Colonials send it right back in. Amatucci with it. He'll send it right to the stick there of Glassman, who will send it in. Colonials come back. Amatucci behind his own net. Tied up with Vukman. Leaves it behind. And out. Not quite, and now will make it out by Holtzman. Jones sends it up. Daniels waiting. Shot blocked. Rebound is there. Unable to fully get there as Crabtree. Amatucci with Vukman all over him. Moves it over. Tries to send it across. That one was Daniels. Could not make it across. Shot there. Save made and covered by Amatucci.
This line here, Daniels, Crabtree, Vukman, providing the best offense so far for the Colonials. This is a line I think Coach Riffner is going to use a lot, and kind of that dump it in, go grind it out, and put something on net. And they've looked really good here for their first shift of the game. Side note here, Andrew, as well, 7 new players in the lineup tonight for RMU. They have 14 total new players on the roster this season.
Shot off the draw. Rebound in front. Right in front for Bendekovic. But getting there was Amatucci.
This line provided for 2 of the goals against Cal on Thursday, one from 21 Blevins, the other from the 14 Bendekovic. So this line's been the one that's produced most of the scoring, at least in the last 48 hours.
Shot from Betts goes high and wide before it's picked up by Killen, who will send it back toward Betts. In front across, just shooting it wide was That was Bendekovic.
Yes.
I didn't see the 1. I just saw the 4, and I was confused.
And what a play there by Blevins. We talked about it in the opener. Blevins, with his remarkable career-setting, record-setting, shattering, I should say, with Jefferson Community College. You can tell the kid has a pizzazz with the puck on his stick, making a beautiful play to get to Bendekovic.
A lot of tumbles off the draws. St. Vincent will clear. It's picked up by Killen, who will send it across to his D partner, who will send it in all the way around. First one to get is Bendekovic. Leaves it behind for Killen. Killen's shot gets blocked. Rebound save there off the shot from Blevins. Picked up by Betts now. Betts will lose it at the line. Race for the puck. Long will leave it off for Killen, and Killen will hold. He'll send it up to Betts. Betts going to flip it up to Blevins. Blevins trying to get around the defense. Sends it in front and gets redirected back to Amatucci.
A lot of shots that will get through Amatucci are constant rebound after rebound after rebound. Most times, Amatucci is probably one to easily grab a puck out of the air, make the first save. You got to get rebound, rebound, rebound if you're going to get anything past him. There's a reason why he's the best goaltender in the CHE.
It's going to be difficult for the Colonials to beat him. Bearcats win the draw, kept in at the line, and will eventually get cleared out. And blocked clearing attempt by Kasivi. Pass is going to make its way to Fulton, who's going to flip that one out and almost turned it over. Great pass out of the zone there by Fulton, though. That attempt gets tipped by Kasivi, and that one goes into the stands.
Kasivi in the Flint, Michigan series responds for 60%, I believe, of the Colonials' goals, scoring 3 times, 2 of them in that second game. Last season, just for reference here, he had 3 goals all year. He had 3 goals in 2 games to start the year.
He's got a hot stick.
Yeah, a lot of teammates said once he gets going, he seemingly just does not have the off switch in terms of goals.
Kasivi fighting off 3 Bearcats and will poke the puck out. Colonials in. That one is blocked off the stick of Cervelli. And then dumped right back in. The Colonials back on the pressure. A lot of bodies, and it will eventually make its way back behind the net before it's picked up by Verratti. Two Colonials, 2 Bearcats digging for it. It will eventually poke its way out to the point to Kasivi. Kasivi will send it back in before it's picked up by Verratti, and kept in by Kasivi again. Not able to get it the 3rd time. Moving against the Colonials, offsides just barely was Crivelli.
Yeah, he made that move at the blue line, kind of faked out his own teammate Kasivi. He went, couldn't hold the skate. Referee was right on the line to make that call. But I think for RMU, they're having a much better start than I think they expected. St. Vincent, defending champions, they're riding the high. They're 3-0 to start the year. RMU still looking for that first win, has really held the pace with St. Vincent so far in this game.
St. Vincent, though, looking to turn it around as here they come. Shots there. Save made by Fulton. That one on Motil.
Yeah, it's good to see Fulton making these easy stops early. He got hit for a 6 goals against at Flint, Michigan. So not his best showing to start the year, but of course he's coming in very cold, having not played a game since December 2023.
LaQuatra cuts off the dump attempt, and now here come the Colonials. Moving in, shot there by LaQuatra, saved off by Amatucci. Moving it around. Rendelick will send it, goes off of Newton, and right back to Amatucci.
2 Amatucci's on the roster, if you notice as well. 1 goaltender, 1 defenseman. One's wearing 99. Interesting choice.
Set behind the net. Getting across is Fulton. Rebound save there. Might have got blocked in front. Clearing attempt goes straight to number 16, Motil, before the Colonials finally clear it out. Amatucci try and send someone over. He'll send it to Radilla, who sends it across one more time to Holtzman. Big hit there by Newton, and that'll clear the puck. Amatucci now with it. He'll get it up to Radilla. Radilla to Holtzman. Holtzman puts a dangle on, goes high, and in the netting.
Yeah, this line was dangerous all last year. They had Nate Lochner on this unit. Obviously, him not on the team anymore. Mattel has to come into a big role, but Holtzman, the captain, had 5 goals last year. The line mate, Zach Radilla, responsible for 13 goals. Me and you have a lot of experience with Zach Radilla playing some ball hockey back in the day. We know how physical and how hard of a shot he has.
Cleared out by the Colonials. Bookman will carry. Into the zone, offsides. Believe that was Crabtree that was offsides.
Yeah, Crabtree just a little ahead on that one, the Charleston, West Virginia native. Nice flow going out the back of the helmet there for 27, Sidney Crabtree.
Draw goes back to the Colonial defense. Jones will send it across. And just dumped in by Shirilli, but intercepted by the Bearcats. And now they're going to make their way forward. Into their offensive zone. Shot there, saved by Fulton, and cleared out of harm's way by Bookman. To the point, shot there, blocked in front, and cleared by Jones. Sent back around. Shirilli will go pick it up. Board battle intercepted. Here come the Bearcats. Passing to the slot. Out of reach. And then cleared by the Colonials.
I wonder how many times, Andrew, we're going to get the Shirilli Crivelli messed up throughout this game.
Bearcats moving in again. Fulton pokes it into the corner. Sent all the way down for what is not an icing. I don't know if they called that a tip or if Betts just beat him out.
I think they said tip. It was really hard to see here because we do not have the best angle.
Nor do we have the best ears over here.
True. Headsets block out a lot.
Behind the net, Fulton losing his stick. As now he has a player stick in his hand. That will be Killen. He will now drop Killen's stick as the puck has not moved from that boards in about 2 seconds. Sent across by the Bearcats. Towards the net, blocked in front, and now the Colonials get it. They're going to clear it out. Betts over. One more. Blevins can't pull the trigger. Bendekovic with it. Betts will poke it in the corner as he'll battle with Amatucci. Sent to the slot. Blevins, turnaround shot goes wide. Sent behind the net. Betts in a race for it. Bendekovic will hold. Sent towards the net. Tipped by Betts. Played, though, by Amatucci. Sent around to the defense. Patneski. Blevins. Blevins' shot is blocked. Manolikis will try and clear. Kept in by Blevins. Poked out there by Porco. Now the Colonials intercept while the Bearcats are changing. Here comes Blevins. Moving in. Shot save made up in the air. Picked up and grabbed. And here comes the Bearcats. They'll move it forward. Porco will carry. Send it towards the slot. Cleared out of harm's way. As now here come the Colonials again. Bearcats can't get a full change. Kasivi with it. He'll send it toward the net. Poked away from the stick. Net was off for a second. Now it's back on. And cleared out by the Bearcats. To be picked up by Tepsik, who will move it up to Kasivi. Kasivi will dump it in deep. Rosado. First Bearcat to it. And it'll be tipped out and carried. Motil gets around one. Fulton clears it out of the way as we will get a penalty for the Colonials here for, I believe, a hook.
Yeah, after all of that offensive zone pressure, Andrew, it's just the way it works sometimes. You have that odd man rush the other way, and you take the dumb penalty. It's an unfortunate break for Army, but you talk about those last 2 minutes. Some of their best hockey with that top unit and then the Kasivi unit coming on. They were humming in front of Amatucci. And now St. Vincent, who is deadly on the power plays I mentioned earlier, is going to have a chance here to get this game broken open. 3 power play goals so far this season, 3 games.
That's a pretty good record. It's one every game.
That was hard math for us.
Yeah. as they will win the face-off. Send it behind the RMU net. All the way to the point. Holding. Blocked in front by Jones. Jones will clear it all the way down. Vukman in a race, but Amatucci will go out of his crease and give it to Amatucci.
Not confusing at all.
Nope.
Also, Tepsic with the penalty, the 2 for hooking.
Vukman loses his stick on the poke attempt. Colonial is doing a great job of forechecking so far. This power play, Shirilli knocking him off his feet. Sends back beneath the crease to Shaw. Shaw behind the net. Pass back to Amatucci. Amatucci's shot is deflected. Goes behind the net. Motil. Back to Rendelik. Rendelik's shot blocked in front. Fulton down. Cleared out by the Colonials out of the danger zone. Back to Amatucci. Back across. Can't pull the trigger. Down in the corner. To the bottom of the circle. Back to the point. Rendelik's shot goes wide. Amatucci with it. Almost gets pickpocketed by Vukman, but keeps it. Sends it toward the man in front. Now behind the net. Bearcats will hold. Sends it back to Rendelik. Rendelik pass gets deflected by the stick of Daniels. Motil. They'll send it behind. Another behind opportunity. Great glove save by Fulton. Absolutely robbing the man on the front door. And it's still tied.
I can't believe he made that stop. There was a wide open opportunity there for the Bearcats. But man, oh man, Fulton, what a way to just give your team the juice here after a long minute and 47 stretch of just shot and pass opportunities in front of his crease. Big momentum swing here for the Colonials off that stop.
Still 13 seconds to kill, but you got to think that that's got put some juice back in the Colonial team that still had some juice from that lot of opportunities. It'll start the point Rosado. Rosado will send it down. Holtzman sends it across out of reach of his D partner, who sends it back around. Poked out by Newton. Penalty killed. And it'll be sent in. Pass bounces off his stick. Newton will send it back in. LaQuatra in deeper. Newton with a big hit along the boards. But Bearcats will get the puck. Sends it to Radilla. Off his body. Didn't know where it was. Now does. He'll carry it bottom of the circle into the slot for Holtzman. Can't find the back of the net. Tries to go across. Radilla with speed. Has one to beat. Won't get around him. As net is off, so whistle is blown.
Good work from Radilla, muscling off Killen there to at least get the shot off opportunity. We talked about his speed. I think we forgot to talk about his strength as well, as he's one that's not afraid to just get involved with the physicality, as this puck will actually come outside of the St. Vincent offensive zone.
They believe St. Vincent was the reason for the net coming off, which they were, and thus the face-off outside. Colonials regrouping in their own zone. Moving up, Blevins. Up to Betts. Betts moves around a hit. Shot there. Save made. Rebound in front. Everyone fans on it. It'll eventually be cleared by the Bearcat defense.
What a move by John Betts, just putting it between a Bearcat defender. Beautiful job from the captain.
That one will be cleared. And it'll be picked back up by a Colonial moving in. Betts now. Picks up the loose change. Right in front of us, picked up by Bendekovic in front, poked wide. And Blevins digging at it. Unhappy Bearcats on that one.
Man, this top unit the last two shifts have been absolutely humming in front of Amatucci's net there. You see the shot on net, put Blevins in front, seemingly like a Patrick Hornquist type role. Just park your butt in front of the net and just whack away. Maybe a big reason why he had 55 last season. Maybe it's because of his shot. We don't really know. This is the first home game of the season.
That'll be sent all the way down. Patneski will have to beat it. Had one on his tail and forced to be turned over. Bearcats will have it blocked by Patneski, but it'll go right back. turned over, and now here come the Colonials. It's Blevins on a breakaway. Blevins in. Save made by Amatucci. Stretching all the way across.
Whew. What a move by Blevins. Gets Amatucci to bite, but the big frame of the netminder stretching to make the stop there. That was high-end talent versus high-end talent. And man, what a save for Amatucci.
I feel like that would have beaten almost every goalie in the CHE, him coming back to backside.
Except for one goaltender. Of course, it's the one in net right now.
Picked up. Colonials poked just wide by Amatucci. Got a skate on that, I believe. Cervelli tries to tuck it in. Unable to do so, and it'll be cleared all the way down the ice and picked up by Tepsik. He'll send it across. Colonials are buzzing. Sends it up and tipped in by Barr. Back on the ice. Good to see. As they will send it up. Rendelik. Almost a suicide pass up to there. As the Colonials intercepted the blue line. We picked up by Constantino. Bearcats are offside. So they had to touch up moving in. Kasivi will send it in deep. It'll wrap its way around the boards. All the way out to Holtzman. Holtzman off the boards. To Motil. Motil moving in. Another glove save by Fulton. He's been flashing the leather all night so far.
He really has, Andrew. And we said after a rough go against Flint, Michigan, this is the bounce back he needed against a really tough team. And Sam Vincent just not found an answer yet for the 6'5" goaltender.
Fulton is tall.
Yes, he is.
Winning it forward with the Bearcats, no one there to recover it, and cleared up and sent in by Daniels. Looking on the chase for the Colonials, as it will get cleared out. Chasing after it, Motil moving in, shot gets deflected wide. Goes back behind the net. Jones will try and send it up. That he makes it. Daniels across. Shot there. Save made on Crabtree. Moving in. Bookman toward the net. And cleared by the Bearcat defenseman. And on his horse is Bergman trying to beat Jones. And they'll give him the benefit of the doubt. A scary collision there.
As both are down.
It looks like Bergman got the worst of it.
Yeah. Jones went down just to make sure, and then Bergman obviously got the brunt of it going into the wall. It seems Jones will be the first to his feet there. And a dangerous play. That's why that icing is called way ahead of time usually, to prevent these kind of collisions. But I feel we're going to be waiting here a minute here with Bergman down. Very scary incident.
It looked really scary from back here. I almost said up here. We're at ice level.
We're at ice level this time around. Jones is back to the Army bench, though, so at least we have one of the two players up and okay right now. Bergman's a huge part of this team. He has been for the last couple of seasons. He doesn't produce offensively, but, man, defensively he is one that's just a really sound all-around player. And with him not being able to go is a huge loss for this Bearcats blue line.
Rodilla calling in Holtzman, possibly meaning they'll need someone to help him off the ice.
.228 to go. You wonder if this is a situation where they call the first period just to give him a minute, maybe give the team a minute, and we just go 22 minutes to start the second.
Yeah.
It's happened before, we've seen, but it's very, very seldom. Just a possibility the refs probably have in the back of their mind.
I haven't seen him move, which is scary.
Yeah. As there is other EMTs at the rink next door. Obviously, that game's still going on, but there is members of the Army staff that we're checking maybe if they have to go get them, besides the one EMT we have here. And hopefully it does not need to get to that case. As now
Bearcat coach making his way to the incident, maybe seeing what the EMT has to say.
Is they're going to actually a couple players here. Looks like the captain's Holtzman are going to make their way off. Is looking for some sort of help here, but I think we just overheard in the crowd asking about stretchers.
A very scary collision.
See the whole St. obviously not in frame because obviously we do not want to show it, but the whole St. Vincent bench is in dead silence, helmets off, just praying for the safety of their teammate here. As I actually think here we're going to go to intermission. I was correct there in the previous assumption, I believe.
It does look like that.
As both benches have emptied. And there is a somewhat stretcher that's being brought out now. Justin Newton for RMU is going to carry that one over. As you see now in frame. But yeah, St. Vincent's going to head off the ice. We'll keep it here momentarily until he is off and we are 100% sure we're going to intermission.
Yes. I know there is an ambulance here because NCAA is playing.
Correct. And that is by NCAA regulations to have one at every game in case of incidents like this.
I don't know if we're allowed to use it.
I would assume so. Any medical emergency, I think would, if you have one already here, you can get another one here in time probably.
I would hope so.
So at least just have one just in case, of course, for this and the other game. But
as now the Colonials are being told to clear the ice. Couple Bearcats, as you can see, staying on, looking like 8 or so, staying on the ice.
You see, it's not in frame, of course, but Coach Riffner on the phone, maybe trying to just ask for more assistance, as now some parents are making their way onto the ice as well. But Colonials will head to the dressing room. I think in the 4 years we've done this, Andrew, I don't think we've seen an incident quite like this before where, the intermission has to be called early and ambulances and stretchers. It's very scary to see.
The Zamboni door is now open, so I believe we are going to go to an intermission here. Depends how quickly we want to cut there, how long we want to sit here.
I think for St. Vincent fans watching, I think we just need to make sure he gets off the ice before we cut, just for everyone's awareness to make sure he gets off and okay. Just talked to Brian Baker, former cap behind us. Noah Long has said that we are going to intermission officially, and then we will play the rest of 2:30 to start the second period. If they choose to do so as well.
Yes.
We were also told in the background of crowd noise, lower body seems to be what was the first impact on the boards. So, of course, not being able to get under your own power is another reason why the stretcher is needed here.
I'm sure that is the holdup, is being able to get someone out here to get him out.
There's only one other instance this is somewhat happened. It was John Carroll last year in D1. And this is interesting. I know it's not going to work here because it was I think, one leg injury, but they had someone throw a stool over the ice and then somewhat push him towards the door, and then a stretcher was waiting for him in the lobby to take him to a hospital. I don't think that obviously that is in play here. We'll keep it close here. No one's going to go anywhere. We'll cut to intermission, and then as we receive updates, we will come back into the stream to provide them. So stay tuned, and we'll update when more help arrives on scene. We'll be right back. So finally, we have a stretcher and an ambulance to tend to the injured St. Vincent player. We're sadly, it seems what we're looking at, if the game continues, will be 2:28 of time to start a technical second period, a hard stop, and then 20 minutes after. But of course, both teams have to agree to it at this point. But good to finally see medics out here in a stretcher to get him off the ice.
And it's been...
Of course, we were told lower body, and we saw an impact the knee, the leg, kind of stretch out into the boards. You also have to feel here for Jack Jones, of course. There was just contact between the two, and then both went down. We have a very hard angle to see what is going on.
Colonial's captain's forming a wall, it looks like, too,
Yes.
to shield vision.
Which is very... That's sportsmanship, that's profession by the RMU captains.
Those look like they have a bunch of people ready to lift, so hopefully they can get him up on the stretcher.
Yeah, we'll cut it for now until they get him on the stretcher, but we'll update when we come back here in just a couple minutes when they can get him off the ice. Stay tuned.
We'll update on the stretcher and is being carted out of the arena. It's good news for everyone.
Yeah, it is good to see to have the medics out here to get him off the ice safely. So we will cut to our official intermission now as applause to get him off the ice. But we either have 22-28 to start the second or 2:28 and then a stoppage and then 20 minutes. But obviously to be determined. But the most important thing is here is they're going to get Bergman off the ice.
Yeah. We are back for the abbreviated first period.
Yes.
2 minutes and 28 will be played of the first. There will be a stoppage, and then we'll play a full 20 minutes. Ice cut was just performed.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting how both of these teams kind of respond. After that, of course, we're going north of 30-35 minutes since game action. That's a long break for both of these teams. And it's going to take a toll on you mentally as well after, what just happened. But 2:28, and then as Andrew said, stop. We'll take a quick break. They'll take a quick break, no ice cut, and then we'll come back for the second, a full 20, and then normal ice cut, normal intermission, third period.
I know it's hard to just move on, but we kind of just have to move on because there's a game going on now.
Yeah, it's still a lot to be played here. I mean, we haven't even played in one full period yet. And as I talked about on the broadcast last night with RMU D1 versus Kent State, these divisional games are all important in their own matter. No matter what really happens on the ice, you got to keep going. And these guys, being the defending champs, have a title to hold on to. And we're actually going to go right in front of Amatucci here off of the icing that ended their first period early. So get both these teams back and ready to go here.
I know it's not, what you want to think about in this scenario, but you got to think about, are they going to put the same people out there? Because you're not supposed to change on an icing.
Do I think the refs remembered who was out
Exactly.
there? Probably not.
Probably not.
So I think at this point, just
all bets are off.
Whoever's on the ice is whoever's on the ice here.
So we will get the continuation of this first period. Back to the point. Shirelli will send it in. Betts will be the first one to it. He'll send it back to the other point, just out of reach. Jones will keep it in. Thought it was going to be out of reach. Betts still with it. Makes a move. Sends it all the way around the glass, out of reach of Shirelli. And now a race for the puck again. Jones will get there. Sends it right over to in front. And Zach Radilla will score just seconds after play restarts, and it's 1-0 St. Vincent.
Starts off that rush with Motil beating it out and getting it over to Radilla. Beautifully done there for his third of the season to give St. Vincent the lead here late in the first period, early in the new ice cut, I should say.
St. Vincent takes an early lead. Seemingly, if I had to guess, playing for one player in particular. As a high hit there, another Bearcat is down. That one a little more intentional.
I wonder if we have to reset with the medic coming out here again.
He's up now.
Yeah, Bendekovic really got up high there on the Bearcat.
So it will be a St. Vincent power play.
Looks like that's Shigo.
Yes. We will have a power play for most of the remaining of this period and 7 seconds into the second.
We mentioned 0 for 1 on the power play so far of the Bearcats.
Back to the point. Holding it. Sent into the corner to Radilla. Radilla sends it behind. Pass back behind the net. Battling to it, sent back to the point. Rosado across, one more. Sent in. Colonials are digging for it and cleared by Killen.
Yeah, good dump there from the senior Killen in his first year. Just to clear that one out and make St. Vincent reset.
Moving up is Holtzman. Holtzman with lots of speed, dangles around one, behind the net. Still with it, sends it back to the point. Across. Sent in front, blocked as well. Kept in at the line. Tipped in the slot. Rebound is fanned on. Could have had a nice chance there. Moving in. Shot there. Save made Fulton. And covered on this shot.
Man, that rebound was wide open there for the Bearcats. Fulton was a little outside of his comfort zone there to get across. But luckily that bouncing puck saves RMU here in the dying seconds of this first period.
Another face-off win for the Bearcats. Back to the point. Rendelik sends it below the circle, down behind the net, down to the slot, fans on it, makes its way back to the point, now to Rendelik. Rendelik down in deep, still holding it, and flipped all the way around and makes its way back to Rendelik with 10 seconds to go in this first. Behind the net. Sent in front, blocked. Pass across, shot there, save made. Fulton, rebound can't be handled. And we will hit the first intermission. As it is a abbreviated intermission, we will take a abbreviated intermission right about now. As we are back, second period, a very abbreviated intermission.
It feels like we were just in the first, Andrew.
No, it's been so long.
So long.
As we get ready, 7 seconds to kill do the Colonials have. Seemingly put out the other half of their first line, just expecting the 7 seconds to drain off. Blevins will take the draw, loses it again. Bearcats have been all over the Colonials in faceoffs. Rendelik. He'll carry into the zone.
Penalty expired.
To the slot, back to Rendelik in the corner. Multiple bodies fighting over it. 2 Colonials in there. And the Colonials will get it in, out of the arena, as Betts can't make a great glove save on that one.
I'm going to go all the way back to the end of period 1. I know that was so long ago. That save from Fulton to slide across, almost like Marc-Andre Fleury's Stanley Cup final, getting across to get that pad to make the save. Wonderful job from the netminder to keep it 1-0 game.
Tepsic. That one will get sent into the netting as well. Tipped out by a Bearcat, so should be out of the zone, and it will be.
2 pucks meeting some fans, doing a little meet and greet like Brett Kiesel did to the rink next door just a couple hours ago. But yes, Andrew, you are correct here. It'll be outside the zone off a Bearcat stick.
19:29 left in the second period. Seems like it's been longer than that.
Yeah, it really has. I feel like it's probably like 2 minutes of actual, maybe 3 minutes of actual us being in the second period. It's a lot of breaks.
Radilla tried to win that one forward. Great skate there by Bendekovic to keep that one. Betts will be on the race. He'll win the race to it. Tipped in front. Blevins just missed wide on the tip. Now the Bearcats coming in, sent all the way down. Winning the race with the Bearcats. Sends it in the corner. Radilla sent towards the net, blocked in front by Cavado. Big hit there by Bendekovic. Radilla behind the net. Leaves it for Holtzman. Sent around. Colonials tip it wide. Rosado will send it back to Holtzman. Bendekovic will take it. Holtzman picks it back up and sends it towards the net. He picked up by Radilla. Radilla sends to the net. Cavada with a block and then covered by Fulton.
Wonderful work there from the captain, Holtzman. Just the battle to keep that puck alive for his team and provide a chance in front of the net of Gunnar Fulton. Didn't have a bunch of numbers last year offensively, but there's a reason there's a C on the sweater of number 81.
Colonials with another defensive zone draw. And they will be able to get it out. Kasivi fighting for it. But the Bearcats will keep it. Send it towards the slot. It'll make its way on net. Fulton will push it to the corner. Send in front. Save made. Rebound is still there. It's picked up. Shigo sent it the wrong way. It's going to be picked up and cleared by the Colonials. Off a stick, so no icing. Back to get it is Verratti. Clearing attempt is turned over by the Colonials. Shot there. Rebound in front. Goes wide. Cleared out by the Bearcats. Racing after it. Jones will be the first one to it, though, but turns it over. Constantino, and a bad bounce off a stanchion, goes right to the slot. Bearcats didn't know it, otherwise that would have been a beautiful chance.
A-plus chance if they just realized where that puck was going, but I don't think even we knew where that puck was going to bounce off of.
Picked up is Shirelli. Shirelli in his own defensive zone, going to send this one up. Tipped in by Shrivelli.
Yeah, have them both on the ice at the same time is not going to help us here.
Behind the net. Shirelli with it. Playing with it on his knees. 4 people fighting for it right behind the net. Will squeak its way to the corner. And moved forward and cleared by Shrivelli all the way down. No icing called.
So they've been one off a lot of icings, ones that you could probably debate either way. The last couple of shifts here, and debatably at the end of that first period before the break as well.
Shot tries to go back to the point to Tepsik. Out of reach now. Would have been icing. Fulton goes out to play it, and that one will be sent down and will be an icing.
I'm with Fulton on that one. I think if all icings, I think that one was the most not icing. But I mean, it's really the last 5 minutes-ish. I don't know what icing is anymore. Like that one at the end, yeah, that was an icing. Was the other one coming down here an icing? Maybe. That was really close in my opinion. I think both teams are just a little confused right now on what is actually going to get called.
Another defensive zone face-off. One there as Newton sprawling free going into the offensive zone. Makes one miss. Tries to get a pass around another one. Shot in front there. Unable to bury it was Rose. Here come the Bearcats with speed. Poked away there by Killen. Can't get it out though. Carrying sent across. Unable to get those Porco. Sent in front. Blocked there by Tepsik. Back to the point. That one hits a man in front. Believe that was Porco. As here come the Colonials. Wade Daniels trying to get around Amaducci as he's falling. Tries to swing at it. Swings wildly though. 2 Bearcats are down as the Colonials can't take advantage as they're just going to dump it in.
Penalty coming up on St. Vincent.
Penalty on St. Vincent. They will touch it. As more extracurricular behind the net. Fulton goes all the way down just to go all the way back.
Yeah, Bookman was the one that got hit there. And honestly, for the last minute or so, I thought this game was going to get out of control. There's a couple
I agree.
Ones that I don't know if you saw behind the play with a couple guys jousting, throwing the body around. But that penalty needed to be called either way. on somebody, and this one, unfortunately, going to go against the Bearcats, and RMU is going to get their first power play of the game.
They are going to get their first power play of the game.
I think that's Rodilla. It's hard to tell from our little angle.
Looks
here.
like
Is it Menelakos?
Menelakos.
It is Menelakos.
I do believe it was 13. Colonials winning the draw. Pass attempt is immediately blocked, though. And now the Colonials send it over. Blevins in the slot. Gets it in deep. First one to it. Makes its way back to the slot. Shot by Betts. Save made. Bendekovic pass is cleared all the way down to Fulton. Fulton will just leave it there for Long. Long will leave it for Betts. Betts over to Blevins. Blevins moving in. Makes her move around a lot, and it'll go in! All celebrating around Blevins. So I believe it'll be Blevins. Thought it was going to be a rebound goal, but might have just squeaked through the 5-hole. And this game is tied for Zach Blevins.
What a chance there for the Colonials. The feed to Blevins and then smooth skating through center ice, making the Bearcats go one way and just taking it and putting it on net. We talked about Amatucci's rebound control being some of the best, and sometimes you can just get a little squeaky as a goaltender. You think you have it, it makes its way behind you, and next thing you know, it's in the back of your crease. But Blevins, 2 goals in 2 games now, really starting to heat up for RMU.
Colonials seem to be feeling good. That one's sent around. Shirelli. That one's going to be sent towards the slot, poked wide, and here comes Blevins once again. 4-on-2 developing for the Colonials. To Betts. Betts a shot. He's going to score! Snipes it over the blocker, and it's 2-1 Colonials in the matter of at least 20 seconds.
What a goal for the captain, John Betts, and a feed from Zach Blevins. Beautifully executed on that 4-on-2. And Betts with a shot like that. He doesn't miss very often when he gets those kind of opportunities, the former D1 player. And suddenly, in a matter of a minute, Colonials take the lead.
I don't got the exact time, but it's got to be around 20 seconds.
Yeah. Not long at all, and this line's going to stay out there again.
Why take them off when they're hot?
Exactly.
Jones. Take it off the face-off. Dumped in. Betts. Dangling with it on the line. Turns it over. Here comes Holtzman. Holtzman moving in. Poked away by Shirelli. Got out by Bendekovic. Tried to clear it. Betts couldn't get there. Turned over, though, and here comes Blevins again. Blevins moving in. Can't get around the defender. Could have had another grade A opportunity for this line on the same shift. Moving in, there was Holtzman on a breakaway, and he's going to go wide. Sent in front, Radilla's shot save made. Rebound sent out in front. Blocked by Shirelli. Cleared out.
Penalty coming up, St. Vincent.
And a power play for the Colonials once again. Bearcats, they are tired.
You'd think they're an A-plus chance in front of Fulton. A wide-open backdoor attempt. Fulton got pushed out of his crease. There, you got to make that goal if you're St. Vincent. And Fulton somehow gets a little bit of luck, and then a penalty in front of the net. And what was seemingly was all RMU the last minute, St. Vincent has a little bit of a break, and now it's gone.
It's almost like the pressure meter was fully up, and they just were all out of gas immediately.
The stadium pulse is intensifying now, Andrew.
How many video game references can we put in a couple seconds?
A lot. There's a young fan from Shawinigan with that puck.
That's a first I've seen. Bearcat gets thrown out of the face-off.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in quite some time.
Sent across. Chance there for LaQuatra. Just pass goes wide. Bearcats try and clear. They'll make it out, but it's Patneski. Killen will send it into the zone. Colonials will chase. Sent out. Patniski over to Killen. Killen will hold in his own zone. Sends it up to LaQuatra. Tries to chip it in. Too fast on that one. Fulton will pick it up behind his net. Leave it for Killen. Killen to LaQuatra. LaQuatra over. Sorelli will send it in. And dumped back out by the Bearcats. And it's picked up again. Killen. He'll move it. Turns it right over to a Bearcat. Offsides. I don't think Radilla knew where he was at all.
That was very late, I would say, as well. Radilla, was already down to the half circle at that point when they blew the whistle. He's like, wait, why didn't you blow that sooner? But I think it was offsides.
It was definitely offsides.
I'm just saying, very late whistle there. But Bearcats' penalty kill has been really impressive here, not letting that second unit get anything set up. Coach Riffner going back to the first unit here.
Yeah, first unit back out there. Blevins will pick it up off the draw. Regroup. Blevins moving in, makes two miss. Moving in, makes another miss. In front, just cleared, and here comes Radilla on a breakaway. He's got two chasing him, and he's going to score. Zach Radilla with his second of the game shorthanded, and it's tied again.
Would you be surprised if I told you that's not Radilla's first shorthanded goal of the season?
No. Looking at how he performed that one,
yeah,
I would not be very surprised.
Yeah, you give Radilla that much room, he's going to make you pay every single time. Second goal of the game, fourth goal of the season, second shorty of the season. A remarkable start to the year for number 19 for the Bearcats.
I do want to give Kasivi a lot of credit. From the low hash marks, almost caught up to him.
Yeah.
That was a lot of speed that he had to build up. Almost gets back, but just not fast enough. Betts will hold. He will carry. Moving in. Betts behind the net. Gets poked off, and here comes Radilla again on a breakaway. Save made by Fulton that time. Tried a different move. Fulton had him beat the second time. Kasivi, he'll leave it off for Blevins. Blevins moving in, gets poked off. Offsides, and Radilla will clear it. Fulton out to play it. He'll flip it up to Kasivi. Perfect pass to the stick of Kasivi. Kasivi's shot gets blocked. Betts with it. Betts will send it on net. I believe just goes wide. Don't think that was tipped. Back behind, Tepsic. Kept in, but turned right over. As that one's going to go to Radilla again, just off his stick. Fulton will clear it into the corner. Tepsic will not be able to get it out. Holtzman with keep in. Tepsic will get it back, though, and he'll clear it. Blevins almost got lined up, leaves it, though. Taken down is Bendekovic. And it will be called. And another power play for the Colonials.
Yeah, just caught up in the skates of Bendekovic there. Originally wasn't going to be called until he got dragged down with the rest of that hook there. But even if it was a little sell job by Bendekovic, referee kind of just holding his whistle until, you see the player go down the ice. He does. Bench up and arms are going to get him.
Believe it should be a hook.
It'll be on, I think, German here.
Yeah. Colonials looking for a little bit of the first power play and not the second power play that we saw of them this game.
Yeah.
As they do throw out the second unit. I bet the third and fourth line of Norm's of Coach Riffner.
Nice break for them, huh?
A little unhappy about their ice time today.
It'll probably pick up here in the later half.
Bad bounce off the ref. Makes its way back. Rose will hold. Gets around one. Leaves it. Petneski. Down. Shot there. In front. No one there to pick up the rebound. Cervelli sent across. Over to Sorelli. Of course they're on the ice together.
Yeah, Crivelli and Sorelli, of course.
Sent down. Rose. Rose will send it over. LaQuatra. LaQuatra still with it. Sent across. Rose went for the one-timer. Couldn't get all of it. Rose picks it up now. He'll give it to LaQuatra. And a power play again for the Colonials after multiple cross-checks in front, as they're just going to give it to the Bearcats to get a 5-on-3 for 52 seconds.
Yeah, what a veteran smart move there from Adam Shirilli, realizing the penalty and just throwing it at a Bearcat to get that whistle. You want as much time as possible on that 5-on-3. So nice move there from the Colonials, but a bad penalty to take here if you're St. Vincent. You just tied the game up just moments ago, and now you have a chance to lose here off two really avoidable calls.
I mean, I don't know about that. They have a shorty.
They do have a shorty, and Radilla is on the ice. Let's
He
mention
is on
that
the
as
ice.
well.
Timeout, Colonials. Early in the game for sure. Maybe they're drawing something up in a 5-on-3.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have this opportunity again the rest of the game, Andrew. So I think, maybe a smart call here, but it's a really risky call. You're only halfway through period number 2. You still got a whole nother half a game to play here. But if there's something that Coach Norm has showed us time and time again, is to never doubt his judgment.
Yeah. And a goal here, you may not need it later. This game may end 3-2.
No, we've seen really good performances from Amatucci at the other end. We've seen it from Fulton all night long. I mean, these are the two goaltenders you want in a bout like this. They're going to keep you in games. They're going to, of course, have your occasional goals are going to squeak their way through. But Fulton and Amatucci are two of the best in the CHE, and they're proving it why early in this hockey game.
If you can get one by them on a 5-on-3. I mean, the last couple minutes haven't proved that, but it could be the final goal of this game.
Well, just to look back statistically here, Andrew, Amatucci last season, 13-2, a 2.38, a 9.27 with a 4 shutouts. So 2 to 3 is your range of goals that Amatucci will maybe give you. This kind of makes it a little bit more important on this 5-on-3. If you're going to get one, that might be, you said, the last one you're going to squeak on him.
Yeah. 5-on-3 here for the Colonials. On the draw is Bendekovic. Will win it back to the point. Betts fires. He's going to score! Just seconds into the 5-on-3. 5 to be exact. And number 17 shows off the shot again.
I think if you're St. Vince, you're going to stop leaving Betts that wide open on these power play attempts here. I mean, insane shot from John Betts. And beautifully cycled off the draw, up to the point. Blevins feeds it over, and then Betts right there to take it. Amatucci never saw it coming. And it's 3-2 RMU.
And they still got a minute 55 of power play time.
That's right. First penalty comes off the board.
Great job on the faceoff by Bendekovic to hold that off from a potential Bearcat draw. Almost worked. Bearcats went all out. Blevins now. He'll move it over to Betts. Betts gets around 2. Will be sent out. Bendekovic will move it up. Kasivi. He runs into Blevins. But puck makes its way back to Bendekovic. Bendekovic gets around 2. Bearcats shot there high and save by Amatucci.
I don't think I've read the official goal totals for RMU, like who got the assist and everything. So Blevins first goal, power play from Betts and Long. Then let's flip the script here. Betts from Blevins, and then Betts from Long and Blevins. Okay, see a common theme here, guys?
Yeah.
Same 3 guys.
Yep. Offense is running through those 3 guys.
Talk about Noah Long. He's squeaking a couple of nice assists in this hockey game.
LaQuatra with it. I'm going to say he fakes the shot there.
Yeah, fake.
Over to Shirilli. Shirilli's shot tipped in front. Gets a skate on it. Is Amatucci digging for it. Net is off, I believe. No change Bearcat, so I'm guessing net is off.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it now. They're fixing that there, but... Whew. LaQuatra with the fake. Gets that across. A beautiful shot there to put that one on. Second unit showing they're deadly like the first unit as well here.
Sent in and picked up. Sorelli will Try and send it to Shirelli. It'll bounce over his stick and out. Back to Shirelli.
The tongue twister is going to keep getting you here.
It's going to get me all game. Now Shirelli. Doesn't help they're one number off, too.
No, it does not.
Moving in, it's Rose. Rose will body his way to a hit, send it around the net, where it's picked up by Shirelli, who will send it around to Shirelli. Set toward the net. In front! Great chance there for LaQuatra. And that will be cleared out. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Shirelli across. Patninsky up to Shirelli. Gets poked out. Bearcats with it in the offensive zone now. Great skate there. Rebound in front. Can't get it. Shot is blocked then. Patninsky doing a great job defensively on that shift.
Oh, he's really feeling it after that one. What a block from Austin Patninsky.
That one's not going to make its way out. Patninsky. He will send it out off of Bookman. Stays in, almost in a bad opportunity, too.
Ooh.
Shirelli. Over to Cirelli. That one's going to be sent down for an icing. With 6:20 to go in the second.
I'll say Gavin Crivilli here. He plays for Central Valley High School. He had like 30 goals last season. Like, kid's known for scoring goals. Honestly, he's a little bit of a sleeper guy who I think, he's had his chances throughout this game. Him and Adam Shirelli are both just kind of connecting. Just that weird chemistry between the two last names-ish.
Cavato will send that one around. Unable to get out. Fan on it. Fan on the clear attempt. And sent out finally by the Colonials. Sent in over Cavato. Over to Shirelli. Shirelli will move this one up to Shirelli. Fighting for it along the boards. Sent towards the crease. Behind the net. Picked up by Bookman. Bookman will send it around. Towards the crease. Cavato kicks it to the slot. Blocked. Too many go down. Shot goes behind the net. Back in front. Fulton makes the save. Back to the point. Shot goes wide. Rebound in front. Cleared out by Daniels. Stick breaks. To the point. Shot goes wide. Cavato with it. Cavato's going to try and get it out. Can't. Holding are the Bearcats just getting out. Pass is blocked by Bookman. Bookman with a breakaway. Offside on the change. The forward jumped on the far wall over the blue line. Bookman would have had a breakaway, although he looked like he was getting caught, but might have got a penalty out of it.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and he might have got a penalty off that one. There was a Bearcat right on his behind, but what a chance for the Bearcats down low. Fulton was turned around looking the opposite way, and somehow the Bearcats just not able to put that one home.
Tepsic, he's going to send it in straight to a Bearcat stick. As it picked up by Bendekovic. He's going to move this one up to Blevins. Blevins moving in the offensive zone. Tries to send it back. Just out of reach of Jones. Jones has to dodge a referee to try and send it back in. It'll be intercepted by Holtzman. Holtzman sent in front. Not able to get a clean shot on it. Holtzman, as that one gets tipped and cleared, Blevins tried to get around him. Unable to do so. On net, Fulton will send it to the corner where Tepsic will hold. Tepsic will send it. And it'll be picked up by Betts, who will not get it out. Bendekovic will. And that will be no icing as the Bearcats are back. Intercepted there by Long. Long will send it right back in. Had the line, no icing. Behind the net, sends it around to Holtzman. Holtzman will flip it forward. Here come the Bearcats once again. A lot of speed by Newton here as he pokes it off his stick. Sent to the slot, intercepted by Betts. Here comes John Betts. Tried to go for a hit. There was Amatucci. Great spin move there by Betts. Betts trying to keep it in deep. Won't be able to do so. Holtzman will hold. He'll shoot. Save there by Fulton. Makes its way across. Sent behind the net. Multiple people fighting for it. Sent around to the point. Down in front to Shigo. Rose. Penalty coming to the Colonials. Because that one's going to be cleared out of the zone. Looked like it was the exact same thing as what happened to the Colonials, just a cross-check in front.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of late because Rose had the puck, I think, when the arm went up. So I think debatably they could have got the whistle earlier there. But regardless, Noah Long took the penalty in front of that net. So St. Vincent will head to the power play. Still looking for their first power play goal of the night. They do have a special teams goal, but it was a shorthanded one from Zach Rodella.
Also, the Bearcats do what the Colonials do and give the Colonials the puck, which is an interesting strategy when you're not already up a man.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think maybe you kind of want that 6-on-5 because then if you can bleed it down to as much as you can, you have the entire period to work with.
Great clear by Tepsic. Interference, the official call for Long. As here come the Bearcats on the power play. Behind the net. Shigo back to the point. To Amatucci. Shigo still with it. Back to Amatucci. Back to Shigo. Sent in front, and they will score. Alex Shaw in front. Flips it over the shoulder, and it's tied at 3.
What a pass from Shigo. It's a feed in front, perfectly in front of Fulton. Had a lot of room to work with to go upstairs in that one. And Alex Shaw's third of the year, his second power play goal of the season. And we're all knotted up at 3 here.
We said the next one on Amatucci might be the last one on that 5-on-3. If you're the Colonials, it's not anymore.
Yeah, it needs to be. And I could see this score kind of remaining the same as we go into period 3 as well. So both of these teams are really gonna lock it down here.
LaQuatra will pick it up in his own zone. He'll keep moving. Drops it for Newton. Newton, shot, save made. In front is the rebound, unable to get there. Rose will be the first one to it. He'll send it across. Shirilli will pinch. He'll be the first one to it. Send it the slot to LaQuatra. Out of reach. Jones got to get on his horse. Has a Bearcat all over him, able to get the stick in front. Rose will try and clear it. Out of reach, and here come the Bearcats once again. Line shot, save, block by Shirilli. Turned over, Shirilli will pick it up. Battling in front of us right here. Sent back around to Jones. Jones will clear it out to LaQuatra. LaQuatra to Newton. Newton. Save made from the blue line, basically. LaQuatra. He'll drop it. Patneski. Up to Shirilli. Moving in, shot. Save made. Moving back, the Bearcats coming back in, sent on net. He'll leave it. Long. Will flip it up. Out of reach of anyone, and now the Bearcats have it again. Sent towards the middle and dumped in, out of reach for Rodilla, but who will pick it up in the corner? Rodilla fans on it, cleared by Patneski, and then cleared again by Kasivi, as that one will be all the way down for an icing with 32 to go in the second.
Oh, Cody Barr on that chase looking to beat out that icing, but some good chances for both sides here since that game-tying goal. A lot of St. Vincent's offense seems to be go over behind the net, go into the corners, and try to just feed something in front. And it's worked a couple times here, especially on that power play goal for Alex Schau.
Winning it back, cleared down again by Patneski. Over to Holtzman. Holtzman tries to send it to Radilla. Unable to do so. Right in front. Fan on a grade A chance. Long will flip it up. Out of reach of Patneski. He's going to flip it through, though. Battling for it. Tried to be sent in front. Amatucci went for it. And Radilla can't get a shot off. As that will be the end of the second. 3-3 the score. Quite different than the end of the first.
Yeah, a lot of pushing and shoving behind the play there as well as you're finishing up there, Andrew. The RMU bench, the fans are all up in arms looking for something. But the referee's just going to keep it locked down for right now. And something we haven't said a lot is we're going to start the period on, we're going to be at even strength. We're going to start the period on even strength. It's going to be a better thing. But 20 minutes to go. And honestly, I think we have a game of the year candidate already. And this is only month number 1 of playing for these two teams. But they are really playing like it's playoff hockey already.
Looked really strong, both these teams. And we're going to be back for this thrilling third period after about 12-minute break.
Yep.
Welcome back for the third period. Phil Paczynski's not in the box. So he's walking behind us as we speak. As we
Oh, Phil.
As we get ready for the third period, it's crunch time. What do the Colonials got to do?
Biggest thing is to get shots on Amatucci. We saw what they did with outside shots and screens in front of the net with Betts and just kind of providing some traffic in front of Amatucci. You know, Betts doesn't get that shot completely on. There's a rebound in front to poke home. It all just starts with just getting more shots on net. If you're St. Vincent, the outside cycle I was talking about with guys parked in front, it's worked once. It can work again. RMU seemingly kind of just leaving those guys in front, a little bit hanging out to dry there. So if they continue just putting that pressure in front of Fulton's crease, they might be able to sneak another one through.
As the refs are now out, as we can see.
Phil Paczynski made it as well.
He did make it as well, yes.
In time. That was impressive. Put the pedal to the metal there.
We kind of cut back prematurely because we thought, we were going to start in 30 seconds. No one was ready in 30 seconds, except for the players.
Yeah, St. Vincent has we also talked about, I don't think we said it on air, but they have to come out the same door.
Yeah. It's got to be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely has to be. You got to have your little separation, but now RMU will make their way to the ice.
RMU making their way onto the ice.
Another thing to mention here, Andrew, is special teams is going to play a huge part in the rest of this game. 4 of the 6 goals in this hockey game have come on special teams.
Yeah.
3 of them power play, 1 shorthanded. Radilla, of course, having the shorthanded one, then Schall, St. Vincent, and then Levins and Betts both on the power play. But I think it's also going to come down to maybe who takes the last penalty by the end of this. These both two teams, I think, have combined at this point for, 8 or 10 penalties at this point in the hockey game. So both teams just got to stay out of the box and stay disciplined. 5-on-5, pretty much it's a tie game. Even strength, it's also a tie game.
Yeah. 20 minutes of hockey, that's all that's left between
maybe more.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Between these two teams for tonight. Last year, St. Vincent came in as a 22-ranked D3 team in the nation. This year they come in 3-0, only having played 3 games this season. I believe they started the season ranked.
I think so as well. Being the CSA champions, I think they're somewhere in those rankings. I'm not officially sure where. I don't even think they maybe even came out with one, but regardless, still one of the highest regarded teams in the country.
Off the draw, St. Vincent comes in. Bearcats send it out, courtesy of Motel.
One fortunate thing comes off of that. You're going to keep the draw inside the Colonial zone, so at least you can reset and get something going here if you're the St. Vincent Bearcats.
Tying up in the faceoff, Colonials will get it out. Be picked up. Rosado, send it back in. Fulton will pick it up. Leave it behind the net for Shirilli. He'll move it up to Jones. Doesn't know where that one bounced, but it will take a Colonial bounce to another stick. Jones now sends it completely around over to Shirilli. Shirilli up to Betts. Betts over to Bendekovic. Bounce off his stick. A lot of speed, though. Just out of reach. Bearcats pick it up. It's Holtzman. Holtzman tries to get it. And Blevins barely unable to reach that one. That one go all the way on net. Fulton will have to cover with Radilla pushing out.
What an attempt from Blevins to just Superman it and try to just get your stick across to keep it alive for your team. And then coincidentally, Radilla, who else but Radilla, ahead of the defense, almost with an A-plus chance on Fulton.
Bearcats win the draw. Pass across right in front. And they're going to score. Believe that's Alex Shaw again. And they take a lead less than a minute into this third period.
Almost the same way we started the second period with St. Vincent scoring really quickly off the stick of Zach Radilla. This time it being Shaw for his second of the game. And the St. Vincent offense, something about coming out strong out of these breaks, has really paid dividends for them in this hockey game. It's 4-3.
St. Vincent, Bearcats, they're coming out strong. They look hungry. As here comes Rose in front. Save made on LaQuatra that time by Amatucci. Getting across. Could have been tied just as quickly as it got untied.
Yeah, that was a really good chance for RMU. And Joey LaQuatra looking for his first goal of the season. Wonderful setup there by Luke Rose as well.
On his belly.
Yeah, on his belly, too. Looking like Ovechkin out there.
Trivelli will win this one back. Shot there, goes wide. Fighting for it, cleared by Holtzman. Motil with it, will send it in deep. A lot of speed on this Bearcats lineup. Oh, Radilla looked like he wanted to just squeak that one in, just lost the handle on it a little bit before Fulton got back across. Shirilli fighting with everyone as he's going to eventually clear it. Will be an icing, though, as he was fighting with everyone along that board.
Yeah, it was a good fight there along the wall. Actually, it was Killen, excuse me. I was over there fighting for that one, but just to clear it out, give the Canoes a quick breather. St. Vincent can seemingly kind of just have most of the control here in period 3, and of course getting the sneaky one past Fulton.
Another win of the draw. Looked like they were maybe going for the exact same play. Maybe some Coach Riffner needs to take a look at.
That or change the personnel on the ice as well as one way to fix that problem.
And that's what they do.
Yes. But off the draw, Radilla's going to be very active off of this, just trying to put it on net, and you see them closing really into the blue paint of Fulton right off the draw.
And Matucci with it. He gets crunched in the boards. That'll get sent out, where it's picked up by Rendelik. He'll send it towards Radilla off his stick, and now the Colonials. It turned over. Radilla gets crunched into the boards. Holtzman tries to send it in front, intercepted by a Colonial. Behind the net now. Who's going to get there first? It will be a Colonials and sent out, thanks to Crabtree. Flipped up in the air. Sent across now. And now in deep for the Bearcats. Crabtree. He'll carry it up. Hits the line. Hits on net. Bounced up. Could have been a weird bounce for Amatucci.
It's a goaltender, you don't like those bounces, because usually 9 times out of 10 you're going to stop this pretty easily, but if a weird bounce like that gets past you, changes the tie of the game.
Bearcats going to send that one on net. It's going to be picked up by Killen. Killen tries to hit Daniels. Isn't even going to chase it, and he will leave it for icing.
After that whistle got called there, Wade Daniels pointing back to his defense going lower, lower, lower as he tried to get that stick across. But this unit right here, we talked about him early in the game, kind of like the grind line. Go chip in the corners, go dig for it, and put something on net. Let's see what they could do here at 17:03.
Bearcats win that one. Back to the draw. Shot goes wide. Ends up in the corner. Pushing forward, Crabtree turned over. Cavato chasing. He'll pick this one up. sends it over. Bendekovic. He'll carry. Shot there. Save made. Rebound cleared away. Daniels was on his tail. Kept in there by Cavato. He'll flip it forward. No Colonial can get the puck. And the Bearcats will clear it. Just out of reach of Killen. Cavato will get there, though. Bendekovic will try and clear it all the way down to Blevins. Takes a bounce. And save one for Luke Zukowski.
I say not even in the game, and he has a perfect save percentage in this one. It's one way to get yourself active in the game there, Luke Zukowski. Now RMU getting that change on the fly as well, getting that top unit back on the ice. They've been responsible for all 3 goals in this hockey game.
Bendekovic on the draw. Will be sent into the Colonial zone. Shirilli bounces it off the boards to Betts, who will send it to Bendekovic, who will move in, and then right back to the Bearcat sticks. Moving in. Someone will have it. Jones has it. He will dump it out. Bearcats have it. Sends it over to Amatucci. And then sent back in. Off stick, so no icing. Shirilli will pick this one up. Leaves it behind the net. Betts will get it. Chips it up too far. Amatucci picks it up now. Sent in again. We're going back and forth. Jones picks it up. He'll send it around. Bad bounce off the door in front. Save made. Tipped out in front into the slot. Shot tipped wide. Cleared up by Shirilli, but kept in. Back to Shirilli again. He'll send it behind the net. Goes behind the net. Amatucci with it. It's taken down Blevins, and it will be called on Amatucci. Sorry, not Amatucci to the box. He will draw the penalty.
Yes.
My mistake.
Yeah, I was going to say Amatucci drawing that one. Shirilli kind of all over him in the back of the net there. And he'll be the one to get called as a power play. Most recently for St. Vincent, successful. Struggled throughout the first more than half, I guess, of this hockey game. So we'll see what power play comes up with here. 1 for 1 in their last attempts.
Radillo will send it back to the point. Across. Into the slot. Good sticks there by the Colonials to stop that attempt. Radilla. Back to the point. Holtzman. One more pass. Shot there. Save made. And covered. I think that went off a Colonial and then into Fulton.
Scary in front. As trying to get a block on it was Patneski, but almost takes a bounce right into Fulton. I thought for a second maybe hit off the post and then went in towards Fulton's crease, but very fortunate break here for RMU.
Back to the point. Rosado sends it around to Radilla. Radilla holds. The shot blocked in front and out. Great block there by the Colonials as they go for 2 changes. Moved up, Rosado. He'll flip it in. Picked up by Long. Long will clear it. Holtzman will chase it. Newton on his tail.
Newton had a shorthanded goal last year. His presence on the penalty kill was massive for him coming back.
Moving it up. Constantino. Holds, waits, save made, rebound to the slot, blocked in front. Moving forward. Here comes LaQuatra. He's just going to decide to dump it. Sent around. Holtzman will take it. LaQuatra intercepts. Tries to move it over to Newton. Holtzman, though, gets down and blocks it. Bearcats moving in. Pass it back. Behind the net. Flip to Amatucci. Back to the point. Shot goes for a tip. Bounces over a stick. Back to the point. Rendelik. Rendelik toward the net. Save made Fulton. 5 seconds on the power play. Bearcats try and send it across for one more. And a kill for the Colonials. Shirley tries to flip it out. Unable to make it all the way out. Shot there. Glove saved. Rebound is still available. And covered by Fulton.
Long getting into Shigo. After the play, those two will have to be separated. But a great kill for the Colonials. You saw that unit of LaQuatra and Justin Newton really providing some heavy pressure on the St. Vincent defenders and trying to break it out, killing off a nice chunk of that penalty kill.
13 minutes to go for the Colonials. Need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. They throw the first line back out there. They've gotten all their goals so far today. Medakovic shot. Colonials can't get it out. Holtzman with a great keep. Blevins sends it up to Betts, still in his feet. Makes a move around 1. Makes its way back to Bendekovic. Shot there. Goes wide. Radilla there pokes it around the defense. Sends it across. Getting back is Tepsik. Taken down. And Tepsik with a great defensive play there. Bendekovic, he's going to send it in. Tried to be cleared off of Colonial stick, and a good Colonial bounce off the boards. So it goes right to John Betts. Betts over to Bendekovic. Poked away from him. It'll make its way to Betts. Betts down to Blevins. Blevins to Bendekovic. Bendekovic tries to go for Shirilli as they go crashing into the net.
I think this is going to stay inside.
I believe it should.
It's hard to tell if Shirilli was the one instigating the contact or not. But yeah, it'll actually stay in here.
No, I think it's going to go out.
Oh, giving mixed signals here. All right, out it goes.
It'll go out. 12:04 to go now. Rose on the faceoff. He'll send it back. Sent in deep by Shirilli. Almost a turnover chance. Is the Colonials still digging for it? Bearcats will get it out. Shirilli on the chase. Has 1 on him. Icing is the call. Barely getting over that red line.
Yeah, there's a little bit of banter I heard saying no, and then you see the arm still stay up. A little confusing there for the Bearcats. A really good chance here for the second line that's been quiet offensively to really get something going here. 3 veterans on the ice here, LaQuatra, Rose, and Justin Newton.
Rose on the face-off for the Colonials. Try and wins it over to Newton, but it will be the Bearcats who take it. LaQuatra tried to steal, but here come the Bearcats moving in. Tried to chip it up, and out of reach. No Colonial to go get that puck. As a battle for it along the Zamboni doors. The far Zamboni doors. I guess there's 2 on this rink. As a penalty coming up for the Colonials will be Rose for slashing.
And maybe interference. I'm not really sure. Something with Rose getting involved with, I think, Shigo. But Rose will have to sit here for 2. As St. Vincent's power play had really good chances throughout the game. Getting 1 in period 2. Has another chance to expand their lead.
Can the Colonials kill another power play? 11:11 to go. Radilla back to the point. Back to Radilla. Into the slot for Holtzman. Out of reach. Shot is blocked. Bookman with a great block there. If he wasn't down, could have gotten away. Great chance there. Slipping and falling as here comes Bookman. Bookman moving in shorthanded. He's going to score! Jackson Bookman, shorthanded, takes care of the loose change and buries it.
Bookman's 3rd of the season, 2nd straight game with a goal. And wow, off a bad little miscue in the defensive zone, Bookman capitalizes. He was just on the podcast literally 2 days ago, and he said, I'm going to show Vinny Amatucci what's up. I was scoring goals on him all summer long, and what happened? Bookman picks his 5-hole, short-handed. We're all tied at 4. Bookman calling his shot like Babe Ruth right there.
Unfortunate for Don Constantino. Takes a tumble at the dot. I know the paint can get you a little bit. It's a little trippy. Leaves the puck right there. Bookman comes in, picks up the loose change, buries it. We're back to a tie game, 10 minutes to go. Still power play, though, for the Bearcats. Back to the point, Rendelek. Over to Amatucci. Amatucci's shots, they made Fulton. Holding. Shaw. Back to Amatucci. Amatucci's shot gets tipped and goes wide. Motil fighting for it in the corner. Will poke it free, makes its way back to Amatucci. Amatucci's shot gets blocked as that one's going to chip out of the zone and to be picked up by Rendelek. He will move in. 40 seconds on the power play. That one's going to be chipped all the way down. Rendelek sends it behind. Good play there by the Colonials in front. But they're going to get a full sail change on this penalty kill.
No Bearcats in front of Fulton on that one. Made the RMU penalty kill's life way easier there.
Amatucci leaves that one behind the net despite no Bearcats coming to get him. Maybe they were expecting a pass. Killing an extra 2 seconds there of unneeded time. It's going to be sent around. Not as bad of a bounce off the door. But is it bad bounce off the door? And here comes Justin Newton. Penalty expires. Here he comes. And he gets taken down. Newton's taken down. There will be a penalty. Amatucci gets taken down. Newton goes right into Amatucci. Make sure he's okay. And what's the call here? Are we going to get a power play or a penalty shot? Will be a trip. It will be a penalty.
Yeah, just a simple penalty here to Alex Shaw as he got underneath Newton coming in. And Newton, a really good opportunity. We've seen how well Amatucci's handled breakaways in this game. He had a really good stop against Blevins. I think that's pretty 50-50 on who wins that battle. Newton, really good in close quarters. But RMU will get a power play here. They've had 2 in this game, Blevins with 1 and Betts with the other. Betts parked up high yet again.
Long shot there, tipped. Amatucci didn't see the redirection, but cleared out by Rosado. Fulton will come out of his crease to pick it up. Leaves it for Long. Long passes it up. Blevins. Hits Kasivi. Almost on net. Bendekovic. Bendekovic fans and out. Fulton comes out to play it once again. He will clear it all the way down to Blevins. Blevins over to Betts. Betts makes one miss. Shot blocked by a Bearcat in front and covered.
What a chance for Betts. As he looked to just kind of quickly rip that one. Bearcat gets in the way at the last second. Betts beat Amatucci twice on that same little move. Luckily the Bearcats on it that one to get the block.
Blevins back to Long. Long back to Blevins. Blevins across. Betts waits. Fires over the net. Back to Long. To Blevins to Long. Long shot gets tipped by Kasivi and into the netting.
Yeah, Kasivi in front of the net looking for that chance. He said their leading goal scorer, as they're going to debate if this hit off of Kasivi's stick and then a Bearcat and out, or straight off of Kasivi's stick. They're going to say it's going to stay in the zone.
Bearcats are not happy about that one. Another offensive zone faceoff on the power play. Minute 3 to go. Clean win there for Bendekovic. Poked away, though. Here come the Bearcats. Getting around 1. Still with it. Pass in front. Tipped wide. Betts. He'll take it. Betts makes a move around one. Loses it. Poke away from Amatucci in the slot. Shot. Save made, I believe. Just pokes that wide. Did Amatucci to Betts. Betts shot blocked. Benzekovic over to the wall to get it. He'll hold. Across. Shirilli. Waits. Back to Benzekovic. Shot. Into the bread basket of Amatucci. And 13 seconds left.
Official final from all the way up in Erie. The D1 team takes down Mercyhurst 6-1, so they'll bounce back after a tough loss last night to Kent State to improve to 1-1 in conference play.
Second unit will jump out here. Probably just making sure they have two defensemen on the ice whenever we get one springing free.
Yeah, very smart call from the bench here and Coach Riffner.
Bearcats win that one, and that one will go straight out. Glove save made by the fan in left.
I think that might have been Andrew Komorowski, I think, was up there. The former RMU D3 defenseman up there making glove saves. Emergency e-bug?
This will be out of the zone. Went off a Colonial and out. Rose will lose the draw, but it'll make its way to his stick. Shot there is save. LaQuatra will make its way up. Killen to Rose. Fighting for it right in front of us. LaQuatra will take it over to Rose in front. Makes its way through the crease, but unable to make it all the way across. And here's Radilla. Moving in, tries to hit his man in front. Unable to do so. Colonials. Unable to flip it out. As here come the Bearcats. Chipped away there by Newton and out. And then sent immediately back in. Tepsic. Tepsic will carry himself. Tries to send it across. He'll keep it and then send it in deep. Newton on the chase to Amatucci. He'll leave it behind. Shaw. He'll turn it over to Shirilli, though, at the point. No one on that side as the Colonials were changing. But a fan there almost could have been bad for the Bearcats, as that will be an icing and an offensive zone face-off for the Colonials with 6 minutes to go.
Really big face-off, and the Bookman unit will be out here again. You kind of wonder if, as we talked about Bookman and Amatucci going back, playing together in the summer leagues, in beer league over the summer, and Bookman saying, "Oh, I had his number." You wonder if that maybe is in the head of the netminders. St. Vincent, trying to sneak a couple bodies on the ice off the icing.
Couple. They tried to sneak almost their whole team on the off the ice.
Referees were really quick on that one, Andrew.
Turnover in front. Digging for it is Bookman. He gets taken down, I believe, by the post. I don't think anybody there. And now here comes the Bearcats. 3-on-2. Sent across. Hits no stick in front. Sent below. Radilla to the circle shot there. Save made by Fulton. Radilla. He'll drop it behind. Back to the point. Shot coming. Goes wide. Colonials flip it out. As here comes Bookman. Bookman in front. As a crashing Bearcat hits Amatucci. Patneski as well. As they're going to say out of the zone, I believe. Patneski does not agree.
Yeah, that's really tough to call there. But main important thing here is Amatucci's okay. After a lot of battling in front there. But 5:18 to go. It's going to be down to these chippy plays in front. They're going to decide the fate of this game.
5:18 to go. Crivelli in the face-off for the Colonials. Shirilli, he'll send it in. Behind the net, Constantino. Colonials pickpocket. Here they come in front. Shot there. Rebound is there. Save made. Sent around. Tried to be flipped in front. Almost was by Crivelli. He'll pick it up. Doesn't get enough on it, as that one will just miss. Bearcats stick. Jones will flip it back. Crivelli turns it over as Crivelli into the slot. Turnaround shot. Save made by Fulton. 4.5 to go. Send across. And send in deep. Crivelli. He'll move it himself. Flips it down the ice. Turned over. Rendelik. He'll carry it at the blue line now. A lot of bodies fighting for it. Will eventually be sent in. Everybody fighting for it. No one has possession yet. Finally, Shirilli does, as he will send it behind the net to be picked up by Noah Long. He'll move back to Shirilli. Tries to hit Kasivi. No ice, as here comes the first line for the Colonials again. Bearcats looking for a stretch. Cavado breaks that up. Here comes the Colonials. Betts. He'll send this one up. Blevins. Blevins tries to dangle around people. Can't get around everyone. Turned over. And right back. Bendekovic will hit Betts. Can't get too far. And then turn back over. Bendekovic. And then all the way back into the defensive zone.
A lot of back and forth, Andrew. Both teams just trying to catch their breath.
Cavado almost sprung Betts free for a beautiful opportunity, but here comes Amatucci. Sent in front. Through the crease and out. Blocked by Jones. Bendekovic with space. Gets around two. Sends it to Betts. Betts' shot save made. Amatucci. 2:39 to go as we're approaching the end of this game.
Bendekovic, nice individual effort. Chip it off the boards to himself. Get around and find Betts for that open shot. Amatucci with an even better stop to come out of his blue paint and challenge John Betts, who's beat him twice in this game already.
Bearcats win the draw. Will be back. Rose, bad angle shot. Could have catch Amatucci off, but and a shot there by Newton. Could have caught him off guard again. Couple grade A shots there. Newton on the pressure as well in the defensive zone. He's everywhere on the ice right now. Pass attempt gets blocked by a Colonial. LaQuatra. He'll carry. Over. Newton gets it deflected off a stick and into the bread basket and covered by Amatucci. 2:03 to go.
Interesting fact here, Andrew. This is our third streamed game on this rink. 66% have gone to overtime.
It's crazy.
It's crazy numbers. Sorry, if this one goes, it'll be 66%. Right now it's 50%.
Yeah.
My bad.
And most likely, all three will be one-goal games.
Yes, because last night almost went to overtime. That's where I got my numbers confused. But yes, D4, overtime. D1, not overtime. Maybe this one.
Back to the point. Shot there. Tipped in glove. Save. Great tip there by Rose. Just a great glove in response.
You can tell they worked on that one in practice, Andrew. Put Rose in front of the net, the big body center. Have Jones, whose shot is about 1,000,000 miles an hour, and look for that tip in front of Amatucci.
Bookman will win this one back. Shot gets tipped over the net. Bookman with it. It'll go to Amatucci. Amatucci tries to hit Radilis. Poked by Crabtree. Back across into the slot. Shot goes wide. Behind the net to Crabtree. Crabtree will poke it forward. Rendelick will send it back in. Fulton out to play it. Will be picked up by Noah Long, it'll be sent right back in. Shirilli back to Crabtree. Crabtree tries to get it out. Will eventually make its way out. Taken down is a Colonial. Here's Holtzman. Sent in front. Net comes off. 1:02 to go.
62 seconds to decide if we need more. I gotta say, Andrew, this has been one of the more entertaining games I've been a part of. And it seems like every time these two teams meet, it always goes down to the wire. This is two teams I could see come playoff time fighting it out for a championship.
Yeah. We get ready for the draw here. Shigo in for the Bearcats. Long. He'll flip it around the boards. Can he make its way to Crabtree? It won't. But it will make its way to Long. Long loses it. Oh. Bookman could have had the same opportunity. Here comes Long. His shot gets tipped wide. 41 to go. Full sail for the Colonials. Trying to get one in the last couple seconds. Moving in. Bearcats shot save made by Fulton. 31 to go. All units a go for the Colonials.
I don't know if you saw along the corner here, Sidney Crabtree with a huge hit on Alex Shaw. Did a little bit of a stand-up saying, yeah, I'm here for the rookie, making a big impact to try to get the Colonials a chance here late in the game. Top units out for both teams here with 31.9 to go. St. Vincent with a late change. They're not going to be able to get Shao on the ice. A nice consolation prize, though, in Zach Rodella.
I believe Rodella wanted on last second. Shao, and then I think the ref just didn't realize how many people were on the ice,
gotcha.
so they just let him change. Towards the net, shot goes wide. Towards the crease, behind it. Back to Rendelick, who will send it down. Covered by Fulton, 15 to go. It almost feels like the Colonials are now in, let's just get it to overtime mode.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way. They just weren't really focused on clearing. It was more just defending your zone. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I think Coach Riffman does very well with his team is just working the perimeter, and then eventually when you get your chances to clear it out.
Back to the point, Amatucci goes out of the zone. Almost feels like the Bearcats are seeing the same thing. And that is what the Colonials will do, as they will kill the rest of this clock, as we will have extra hockey here tonight.
Okay, now my 66% stat can come into play. This is the third game we've had in Olympic, the second that's gone to overtime. You want to take a break, or are we running?
We'll take a very, very quick break. Oh, never mind.
No, they want to get going, I think.
They want to get going.
So, yeah, it'll be 5 minutes of 3-on-3. So it's going to be a very interesting. And, yeah, these refs are really saying, all right, let's roll. The goaltenders will swap sides. And
I don't think Amatucci knows that.
Gunner's going to tell him. Yeah, all right, just go over there. Yes, 3-on-3.
So
swap sides.
The fourth period, according to our graphic.
That works. We don't know what that means.
The Bearcats are going to start with Rendelick, Radilla, and Motil. Colonials with Betts, Petneski, and Bendekovic. So Petneski jumping into a huge role here in overtime.
Yeah, offensive defenseman. They want him to get involved in the play. A bold little take here for Riffner, first transfer defenseman.
Betts will hold it behind his net. Now he moves up. Off the boards to Bendekovic. Bendekovic in the slot. Shot gets deflected by Radilla. He'll hold. He'll exit the zone. Looking for a fresh regroup. Petneski Back to Betts. Weird bounce. Turnover. Bearcats have the puck now. Rendelik. He'll move in. Shot coming in. Up in the air. Radilla had a chance there. Motil with it now. He'll still hold. Back to the point. Rendelik. Rendelik moving around. He'll send it around the net. Motil will pick it up. Behind to Radilla. Radilla still with it. Leaves it for Rendelik. Rendelik over to Motil. Motil with it. Rendelik in front. Almost turned over. Kept in the zone. Shot deflected by Radilla. Goes wide. Rendelik. Shot goes wide. Motil can't get a change. Twice he's tried to change, and the puck comes right to him. Radilla gets the puck stripped away, and now Bendekovic. Here come the Colonials. As they're going to circle back, let one change. Almost a bad leave, though. No one going for it. Taken down, sent into the corner. And Matucci with it. Bendekovic all the way down for a change. It's going to be picked up here. Bearcats, 2:45 to go. Sent in, poked away. Goalie gets taken out. And Matucci complaining about the whistle. I mean, Fulton got it anyway.
Yeah, regardless.
Diving over everyone.
Regardless, that would have been a beautiful stop by Fulton. But it was just a good battle in front by Amatucci and Newton to just fight for positioning. But man, oh man, I'll talk about Motil quickly and then the Bendekovic change. Amatucci had all day to come up the ice there, with Bendekovic making a beeline for the bench. It would have been a 3-on-2. And Motil, just unfortunate. The puck goes right to a stick trying to get a change 2 times.
Cleared out by Newton. Betts on the chase. But coming out to get it is Amatucci. Pushing up is the defense of the Colonials. They will get to it. Can they move it out? Unable to move it out. Colonials now. A lot of pressure. Can't get the puck. Bearcats in their own defensive zone. A lot of pressure still. Long pressing up. Sent across. Can't find the stick. Rose on him. Behind the net. Got to find someone. Behind. Tried to go for a wraparound. Lost it both times on the wraparound. Could have had it both ways. Newton on the chase. Forcing him to regroup. That one's sent in and a power play coming. As if you're... I don't know why you touch this.
They stopped the clock.
They stopped the clock early.
They think they're going to get Fulton for the trip here. He just stuck his pad out trying to make the stop. And it was just a beyond the blue paint. And that's why it's going to get called. But RMU is getting whiffed out of a couple seconds here.
At least.
And I get, it's just a couple seconds. But when it's when it's overtime, you only have 5 minutes. And you're talking about power play time? That clock probably bleeds to 1:26. 4 seconds is a lot of time.
Yeah.
So they're actually going to talk about it at the table. And I think RMU might get those couple seconds back. We had ours stopped at 1:28. They're going to go all the way down to 1:24. That's 6 seconds. That would have been a huge game changer. Because 6 seconds can easily set you up 2 to 3 shots if you're quick enough.
Timeout for St. Vincent. It's a good time to use theirs.
Not mistaken as well. I don't think I saw a Colonial. Okay, now there's a Colonial going in the box. I don't think anyone has entered yet.
No.
It'll be Rose to serve it. But something I mentioned all game with their power play, with the guy in front and just working the perimeter, I expect the same exact thing for St. Vincent here on the 4-on-3. And if you're RMU, you just kind of lock yourself in that triangle and just hope for the best at this point.
They need to get us cleared as much as possible, and I mean, you got to take your chances when you get them to win this game. There will be no more even strength in this game.
Yeah, and it's a rough thing to think about if you're a Colonial fan, but your number one focus is try to get this to a shootout. And there's one guy.
No shootout.
That's right.
It goes to a tie.
That's right. No shootout. I forgot. This is D3. Anyway, you're looking for the tie or a shorty here. But there's one guy on the ice I want you to pay attention here, Andrew, and that's Zach Rodilla. He is going to be their main shooter, and he's going to be parked up here on the top of the circle. They're going to look for him to take that shot.
Puck goes right to him off the draw through his legs. He will now get it at the blue line. Sends it across. Rendelick. Shot, save made by Fulton into the netting. 1:12 to go in the game.
There it is, the guy in front and Shigo. And then you have Shall on the back door as well, and just let Rendelick and Rodilla just move that puck around. But if you're Jones, LaQuatra, and Tapsick, just stick downs and hope to get a deflection to spring free.
That one will go out and cleared accidentally by Rodilla. Sent across. Shall. Back to Shigo. Shigo holds. Rodilla in front. Shot goes wide. Rendelick. Rendelick behind the net. Sent in front. Rodilla didn't see it coming. LaQuatra clears. 35 to go. One change for the Colonial. Leaves it behind the net again. Miscue by the goalie. As here come the Bearcats. Back to the point, across, Amatucci. Shot, save made, Fulton. LaQuatra's going to clear. 13 seconds, and that may ice this game. One last gasp for the Bearcats to try and take this. 5 seconds, across to Amatucci. Amatucci fires, save made, Fulton. 1 to go, and we have a tie on our hands. Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Shootout.
They're going to call for a shootout.
Unless they change the rule. Is it ice? I thought you were right, Andrew.
I'm pretty sure that's ties.
They're going to talk it over, but I think you're right. At least, if looking back at previous games throughout us being our 4th year doing this, most of the time these go to ties.
Yeah.
They're setting up for a shootout.
They are.
Fulton and Amatucci, all right, let's go.
They have to switch, though.
Yes. Okay, got to go back to your previous end. It has to be maybe a role change, because I think Coach Riffner is wondering the same thing, but what a show from the goalies.
Yeah, 2 great goalies showing off today. I believe it should be 3.
And then it's tie?
I don't know. I don't know.
We're just making this up as we go along now.
So the first shooter for the Bearcats will be Zach Rodilla. Has 2 goals in the game. The first 2. 1 on a breakaway. Here he comes in the shootout. Moving in on Fulton. Save made by Fulton. What a move here for the brand new transfer in Zach Blevins.
He's really getting tight. We saw it earlier. Does he have it again? He had 1 chance on a breakaway against Amatucci and got denied.
Here comes Zach Blevins. Shot goes wide. And we're tied at 0 after 1.
I like the attempt to try to open up from the outside and put the shot on. Amatucci having none of it and squaring it right to the shooter in Blevins.
Alex Shaw, the other goal scorers for the Bearcats. He has the other 2. Power play and even strength. Coming in on Fulton. Takes a wide run up. In. Save made by Fulton. Stretching the big 6'5" frame all along the ice.
What a move. had Fulton, if he held on maybe a little bit on the toe of his stick, but getting across Fulton, making him challenge to the backside, and getting the stop.
John Betts, 2 goals on the night for the Colonials. The captain, John Betts, beat Amatucci twice, top shelf. A little bit of a bouncing puck, moving in. Makes a man miss. Great save with the skate. Had a beat, just lifted the leg just enough to get it with the skate.
That's another one. Betts probably should have had it, but what a save from Vince Amatucci to get across and keep this one knotted up at 0.
Tyler Shigo, the 3rd shooter for the Bearcats. Can he solve Fulton? Moving in, another wide one. Moving in, and he's going to score. Had him going the wrong way. Goes back the other way.
It's going to be Gavin Crivelli, the freshman.
That's a lot of trust in your new guys.
It really is, but
from Coach Riffner.
They do this a lot in practice. Coach Riffner has his guy.
Crivelli moving in, coming down the slot. And he's going to roof it top shelf. Gavin Crivelli. And it's 1-1, and we go to more.
There's a reason why the freshman was put in a situation like this. And Gavin Crivelli making his name known in his first home ice game. Absolutely roofing it on the water bottle of Amatucci.
Dom Constantino moving in for the Bearcats. Another wide run-up. Moving in. Save made Fulton. A chance to win it here for Adam Shirilli. The Rillies can win it.
For a defenseman, we got to see what he can do. A lot of faith in this two-way defender for Coach Riffner.
Adam Shirilli, he'll take it. He'll take the wide run-up. Over the dot, moving in. He's going to score! Adam Shirilli wins it for the Colonials in the shootout, and the Rillies take it home.
What a game for the Colonials to get their first win of the season against the unbeaten Bearcats. And just a beautiful shot upstairs on Amatucci for the sophomore defenseman. And the Colonials come out victorious in their home opener. The story of this game, though, the goaltenders really keeping both teams alive. And in the end, a shootout that we didn't know could happen finishes it off.
The shootout ends it. Adam Shirilli gets it in. Also scoring, Gavin Shrilly?
Crivelli.
Crivelli.
Yes.
I've had that name wrong all night.
It's okay. It's the first game. It's their first game of the season here. We got to take it name by name, day by day. But in the end, Andrew, my good, there's no way you can't look at this game when we look back maybe in 3-4 months and say this is the game of the year. And you always have this game circled. We asked the D3 guys, like, what games are you excited for? And they always say St. Vincent, defending champs. We played well against them when they came here, when they were 22nd ranked. That's a memory that they've stuck with. And now they come in again, unbeaten, the favorites to win the CHE again, and they come out swinging and beating seemingly the unbeaten Amatucci. Coming into this game, Andrew, .67 goals against.
Gives up 4.
964 save percentage, 1 shutout, and giving up 4 tonight. The Colonials offense really solving the best goaltender in college hockey.
They really did. I know this is normally your thing, but I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, boy.
What are your 3 stars of the night?
Oh, boy. Okay. So I'm going to put...
I got mine picked out
tough.
whenever you're done.
Okay. I'm going to go 3rd star is Zach Rodilla from St. Vincent. His 2 goals, 1 shorthanded. Really solid game for him. 2nd star of the game is John Betts. Of course, getting 2 goals on the night for him, plus an apple. His 3.8, the captain of this team. And then the number 1 star. He might have been number 23 in your program. He's number 1 in your heart. It's Adam Shirilli with the shootout winner.
That's a good one. You ready for mine?
Let's go.
For number 3, I'm going with the Illies.
Just a tie straight up with the Illies.
Straight up tie. The winners in the shootout. Number 2, I'm going to go Gunnar Fulton.
Yes.
Played insane most of this game. Had to be peppered with at least 40-plus shots. And came out with the win. Played great in the shootout as well. Was a stone wall back there, just letting the one in. And number 1 star, I don't know. I may have to take yours, but I'm not. I'm going to go Jackson Bookman with the game tying goal, with a great pickpocket, shorthanded, and he stole the show.
It's just kind of funny, you know. We bring guys on the podcast throughout the week, and then we kind of challenge them, be like, yeah, let's call your shot. Let's just see what happens. And just straight up, word for word, Bookman goes, I scored on this guy all summer long. I am going to score on him in this game. Coincidentally, that goal was important. This goal tied the game, and it was shorthanded. Triple whammy right there for number 7. And he's off to a great start. 3 goals in 4 games.
Off to a great start indeed, as well as the Colonials are on home ice. 1-0 on home ice to start the season. After starting 0-3, 2 in Michigan and 1 in Cal, they will start 1-1 in divisional play now. And I don't know what St. Vincent is in divisional play.
They would be, I think it's 2. I think they had 1 non-conference. I think now they'd be 2-1.
They'd be 2-1?
I believe so. May be completely wrong in that assumption, but I'm not really sure. But as for next week, 1 game on the slate for D3. They'll head to Alpha to take on Duquesne. That'll be on Friday. It says 12 a.m. on this. We know that's wrong. That's probably 7 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But another conference game for them against a challenging Duquesne team that's looking for vengeance after missing the playoffs last year.
As we say goodbye to you here, you're looking forward to next weekend's slate of hockey. What do we got next weekend?
Yeah, D1 back on the big rink, thank goodness. They're taking on Temple University in non-conference play, and Cal will come to the Clearview Ice Arena to take on Andrews D4 Colonials. 7:30 start for the D1 game on Friday. 2 o'clock start on Saturday for the D1 boys, and then 8:15 for the D4 boys on Saturday as well.
So we have 3
games,
3 streams coming to you next weekend, Friday and 2 on Saturday. We got D1 and D4 action, D3 on the road, D2 on the road.
That's their showcase in Erie, I believe.
Yes. So all teams will be in action this weekend, only 2 home, 2 away. We will be back later this week for Club Hockey Live.
Yep.
And we will be back here on the other rink next Friday.